Hi all. I figured I'd better get an update loaded up so you guys know what's going on. There's not a whole lot going on, as usual. Just kind of been hanging out, There was something that happened here not too long ago that some of you might know that I'm on the testosterone. I can't say that word for anything. Injections. It was tested about a year ago, and it was very low. It was way low, as a matter of fact. So the doctor put me on that. So I kind of been just doing that, and then he wasn't checking me as we went along. So I guess he just assumed that everything was all right, and so did I. I didn't know any better. So once we did a blood test for something else, and that was part of the test. The T word it was tested, and estrogen was tested, and all that. And it turns out that everything was okay except for the estrogen. It just has spiked. It went sky high. It was way too high. I started to notice some breast pain, and all that, and it was horrible. I got to tell you, it was absolutely horrible. Doctor said, "Well, now you know what a woman goes through every month." So God, I don't ever want that to happen again. It was. I just can't express enough. I went through, the depression stage, and then went through it was like a stick of dynamite with a really short fuse. I just would lose it. Just, oh man. Yelling and screaming at people, and, oh geez, it was awful. So, doctor decided that, let's just stop the whole thing. No more testosterone. And he gave me some pills to take. I had to go get them filled. It was it was an estrogen blocker is what it was, but it was for female. It does work. The pharmacist said, yeah, it's pretty rare, but it does work for males as well. So we took that and got it all under control again, and then everything went down too low. So it's just been kind of, sky high, and then I dropped way down, and I was pretty messed up there for a little while. So anyway, long story short, we got that all fixed up. So I'm back on the testosterone. Geez, the T word. And I'm feeling a whole lot better. The estrogen. Well, now I can't even say that. Estrogen has gone back down to a normal level for males, so that was a good thing. And I actually feel like doing something now, so I figured I guess I'd better start with a video. Been a couple of people wanting to know if I was all right, and no, I wasn't all right. I was about half afraid to say anything, yelling and screaming at people, and she's my neighbors, There's the monster next door. So, yeah, okay, well, anyway, that's enough of that. It seems that YouTube, I read something right from YouTube's people saying that we can't say the name of the thing that's going around, otherwise we'll get demonetized, which I don't understand that at all. I look at some other videos, some other channels, and they're saying it, and they're not getting demonetized. But me being the person that I am, I think it has to do with how much money you make for them. Small channels. Well, you got my meaning, right? So we're not going to say it, but you all know what I'm talking about. Arizona is fairly low right now. It's jumped up to 503, I think it was, in the whole state. But in the county that I live in, Gila County, it's 0. There's nothing up here. So, you know, if you look at the map, the county map, we're surrounded by it. But yet there's no reported cases, put it that way. I was telling somebody that the other day, and he says, well, it's just theory. It's all theory right now. Everything is all theory right now. So the reason it's not showing any cases is because there's no test kits up here. So I guess if you can't test, then you don't have it. But I haven't heard of anybody being sick. Everybody here is fine. We're all doing the preventative thing, washing our hands and staying away from people and all that. Of course, with me being like I was last month, nobody wants to be around me anyway, so which is fine. And so it's nothing's new. We're just like I said, we're just washing our hands and cleaning up and taking care of stuff, and that. So everything seems to be all right. And I don't know what else to say about it. They're saying it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better, and other people are saying, oh, it's on its way out, and you just don't know. Just don't know. So, the best thing to do is, I guess, for me, is to not worry about it. You either get it or you don't. I mean, there's really nothing in between. So, just take care of business. I was watching a channel the other day, and that poor lady and poor guy, they're absolutely freaked out about it. She doesn't want to hear anything about it, and all he wants to do is try to find out what's going to happen next, and it's driving a wedge between them, I guess. Hang on. Hello.
There's a pot of coffee ready.
Okay, cool. I'll be over in just a few minutes. I'm going to end this video in a minute, and then I'll be over. But anyway, I got my coffee. Feeling even better now. So I'll try to get one, around 1 o'clock in the afternoon or so. Need that little extra boost to make it all the way till bedtime. Anyway, so yeah, that I felt sorry for that couple because they're in a big fifth wheel trailer. They have a daughter, and they're just kind of stuck with each other. So I told them, I asked them if they're ready to go, boondocking someplace, get out in the middle of nowhere, and get rid of the TV and all that stuff. Keep your cell signal, and that's it for a while. So he said, being completely isolated was good for him, but she didn't comment at all. So anyway, but yeah, I was watching the other day. I guess it's been, I don't know what, a couple of weeks or so ago, I guess, when I first started to, the media started really pumping it. And I watched a guy go out of the local Walmart store with 3 shopping carts full of toilet paper, all the way to the top. He was having to hang on to it to keep it from falling out. Selfish, greedy people. And then a couple of days later, I watched a person go out the door with a shopping cart loaded all the way to the top with meat, just meat. Well, there's no meat at that point. They're starting to restock a little bit now, so. But there was no meat on the counter and no toilet paper. They don't think about anything but themselves. So they have this Walmart. I'm sure most of them do now. That on Tuesday morning at 6 o'clock, they open the doors for seniors, and nobody else can come in for an hour. And I went, and there was a line just probably 50 yards long. People, waiting for the doors to open, and when the door opened, it was fairly organized. I mean, nobody was pushing and shoving and all that. We all went in, but then they had all the toilet paper all stacked up just inside the door, and that was causing traffic problems because everybody gravitated right to that area. So people were having trouble getting in and getting out, and what a mess. Like I said, they're starting to stock the shelves now. There was one can of soup left, and that I snatched. My cream of mushroom, I gotta have that. And there's still no toilet paper on the shelves, and the meat counter is about a quarter full. Most of it's chicken. There's no hamburger, and no beef, no pork. So anyway, I guess that's kind of it. I can't think of anything else that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, it's just same old, same old. So, like I said, I better do an update. So I'll talk to you again pretty soon. Bye.